Hello everyone, welcome back to CodeSagaByShatru. In today's videos, we are going to learn one of the most important DB2 interview topics, SQL join. If you have ever been confused about the difference between inner join, left join and right join, do not worry. By the end of this video, everything will be clear. As you've seen on the screen, today we will cover the three most commonly used join types: inner join, left join and right join. On the left side, we have customer table. It contains customer ID and customer name. On the right side, we have the account table. It stores the customer ID along with the account balance. Notice that both tables have one common column, customer ID. This common column is used to establish a relationship between the two tables. This relationship between two tables is called a join. SQL uses the common column to combine data from both tables into a single result. Using the same data, we will now explore how inner join return only matching record, how left join return all the record from the left tables, and how right join return all the record from the right tables. Let's start with the most commonly used join, inner join. Now let's understand why we need join. In real world application, data is usually stored in multiple tables instead of a single table. For example, the customer table stores customer information such as customer ID and customer name. The account table stores account related information such as customer ID and account balance. Notice that both tables have one common column, customer ID. SQL uses this common column to connect both tables and retrieve meaningful information. This process of combination data from two or more tables is called a join. Without join, we cannot retrieve related data that is stored across multiple tables. Now that we can understand why join is required, let's move on the most common used join, which inner join. Now let's understand inner join. Inner join returns only the matching records from both tables. Let's take a simple example. In the customer table, we have three customers, Riya, Priya and Rahul. In the account table, we have account details for customer ID 101, 102 and 104. Now SQL compares the common column, customer ID. Customer ID 101 is present in both tables, so Riya appears in result. Customer ID 102 is also present in the both tables, so Priya appears in result. Customer ID 103 exists only in customer table, so Rahul is not included. Customer ID 104 exists only in the account table, so it is also not included. As a result, the output contains only Riya and Priya because inner join returns only the matching records from both tables. Remember this interview rules. Inner join equal to matching records only. Now we have understood inner join. Let's move on to left join. Now let's move to left join. Left join returns all the record from the left tables and only the matching record from the right tables. Let's use the same example. In the customer table, we have Riya, Priya and Rahul. In account table, we have account details for customer ID 101, 102 and 104. Here the customer table is left table because it appears after the from clause. Now SQL compare the common column, customer ID. Customer ID 101 matches, so Riya appears with a balance of 25,000. Customer ID 102 also matches, so Priya appears with a balance of 50,000. Customer ID 101 belongs to Rahul. Since there is no matching record in the account table, Rahul still appears in the result, but the balance column shows null. Notice that customer ID 104 exists only in the account table. Since left join return all the record only from the left table, customer ID 104 is not included in the result. Remember this interview rule. Left join equal to all record from the left tables plus matching record from the right table. Now let's move on to right join. Now let's understand right join. Right join return all the record from the right table and only the matching records from the left table. Let's use the same example. Customer table contains Riya, Priya and Rahul. The account table contains customer ID 101, 102 and 104. In this query, The account table is right table because it appears after the right join keyword. SQL compares the common column customer ID. Customer ID 101 matches, so Ria appear with the balance of 25,000. Customer ID 102 also matches, so Priya appear with the balance of 50,000. Customer ID 104 exists only in the account table. Since right join return all the record from the right table, this record is still included. However, there is no matching customer, so the name column become null. Customer ID 103 exists only in the customer table, so it does not appear in the result. Remember this interview rule: right join equal to all record from the right table plus matching record from the left table. Now you know the difference between inner join, left join and right join. Let's quickly revise what we have learned today. Inner join return only the matching record from the both tables. Left join return all the record from the left table and matching record from the right table. Right join return all the record from the right table and matching record from the left table. Here is the simple memory trick. Inner means match only, left means never lost the left table record, right means never lost the right table record. I hope SQL join is much clear to you now. If you found this video helpful, please like, share and subscribe to CodeSagaByShatru for more.